Righto guys, this one's a bit different, okay? I shot this video quite some time back and I haven't put it up because you'll notice I'm a little bit nervous in the camera and all the rest of it, but me and the captain were talking about the VH Ranger yesterday, so we're going to get started on it soon. So I thought I'd give you a bit of background in it, where it come from, what it was, what I've done so far, so that way you guys are up to speed when we get stuck in. So, alright, here's the video guys. Just understand that this was early days, right? Even though I've only been at it for a couple of months, it's still early days. So anyway, all right, let's get stuck in and see what you reckon. Come to do a tow out here the other day. As you can see, he's got a lot of wrecks. Come to pick up a wreck and spotted, as you can see in the background there, a Valiant, and she's pretty tidy. It's not rusted out, so it's the sort of thing I look for all the time. But we'll have a quick walk around her, then load her up and get her back to the workshop. Rightio. Yeah, so VH Valiant, yeah, she looks a little bit rough around the edges, but all in all, it's not actually that rusty. She's pretty tidy up in the gutters, and the sills are still fairly solid in it, which is good. And yeah, the interior wasn't actually too bad in it. It is full of rubbish, but the dash is still in quite good shape, and yeah, a lot of parts and bits and pieces to go through. But yeah, so we'll drag her out and hook her up onto the dual cab and see what we can do. Oh yeah, got her all loaded up. It's a bit easier to see now that she is pretty tidy in the sills. She's not a bad sort of rig. It's extremely clean in the boot, but we'll go through her as we go. And yeah, she only just fits on the old dual cab, but blew up the silver truck, so she'll be back on the road Monday. But anyway, we'll have another bit of a look at her when we get back to the shop. Okay, so she's got a 215 in it at the moment, the smallest of the Hemis, or a small Hemi. I've got a 245 that we've painted up. It was the motor out of the hardtop, and we've got it running. It runs pretty sweet. But we're going to swap her over and get it running. I'm still just going to run the auto in the VH. We'll probably put a ratchet shifter or something like that in it, and a set of SAS or Recaro seats or something to make her a little bit, you know, nicer perhaps to drive. But yeah, I'll give you a bit of a look at what she is, and then we'll get her apart, get the other motor in. Probably won't be running today. I've got to order a set of extractors and got to put a kit through the carby we put on it. But I'll show you what we've done so far, and yeah, give you a look. Just a stock motor. We pulled the distributor out of this one to get the other one running, but she's actually pretty good in the engine bay. It's not rusty. They normally rust out around the hinges up here. Normally have a bit of rust across the top of the bonnet, but this car, the reason I bought it is because it is very solid. But you can tell it's a 215. There's nothing written on it because supposedly the 215s come out with the single hole. But either way, apparently this motor's worn out. It's smoky, so it can go. The auto is good apparently. There's no brake booster or master on this one. I'm going to have a hunt through the yard and look for a drum brake rear Falcon. I think I've got a ute out there, an XF ute or something that runs drum brake rear and disc brake front, so we can put a later model braking system in it. We may have to modify some lines, but that's good, as long as we can find a good one, and that'll be good. Okay, but yeah, so she's fairly straight, this thing. It's not too rusty. I'm going to get the motor out and we'll push her outside. There's a lot of parts and stuff inside this car, so we're going to go through that today and see if there's any bits of gem inside there. But for now, let's get this out, get it clean, get the K-frame painted and go from there. The engine that we've got going in is the one out of the... We just gave her a coat of paint. It's just the carby in the bag there. She come up pretty tidy. There didn't seem to be any oil leaks before I painted it, but we will no doubt come across them, but we'll replace front seal and all that sort of stuff. The rest of it seems good, so it's better just to reuse that motor. She's never going to be a race car, but it'll be a very, very good cruiser once she's all painted up as an RT. But alright, I'll get these spanners out, get this motor out, and I'll keep you informed. Okay, got the motor out. I was going to leave the automatic in it, but while pulling it apart, I noticed that the shaft here has been broken, and that's your gear selector shaft, so I'm going to have to use the auto out of the hardtop as well. But that's alright, we've got her out though, and it's now just time to degrease, pressure wash, and get her all nice and neat and tidy. I'm going to paint the black in under here and get all that tidy, and then do all the colour at a later date once we do the rest of the body. We'll get stuck into cleaning her now and then start cleaning the inside out, and another step forward. Yeah, so we've got her out and started cleaning her up. I'm just going through now. There's all sorts of stuff inside the car, and just give her a clean up, get the doors open, get out all the stuff that's in here, clean the floors out, and see what we've got. A lot of rubbish really, but you never know what little bits of gold you'll find, little spring mounts and stuff like that. That'll be good. We'll put them back in once we go through the car. Just always makes them drive a bit better if you can put, you know, little rubbers and shims back in. But it had two of the standard Valiant wheels, but there's two more wide ones, so now I've got a nice staggered set of them. I'm probably not going to run the standard Valiant wheels on it again, but yeah, we'll put a nice set of welds or something, another inner guard, that'll be good, give her a paint up. I'm going to have to go through and yeah, I'll get a thing of big hot soapy water and some degreaser and a scrubber and really go through that engine bay and get her really clean. So yeah, doesn't look like there's anything majorly exciting in here. I did discover it's missing the front calipers, but I'll probably take the ones off the hardtop and put them onto this one, and run a big set of brakes on the hardtop and just run these ones standard. But I'll get all this cleaned out, give her a pressure wash out, give you a look, see how tidy she comes up, and we'll put together a plan on what we're going to do with the interior. But yeah, it's all coming together really well. Yeah, the engine bay was just grot, so we tried to pressure wash it yesterday, it just didn't happen. So today I've come back armed with, a heap of brushes, some scourers, washing brush, and some big bad super cheap degreaser, workshop degreaser, good stuff. And yeah, you can see it come up fairly clean yesterday. I just want to get right into all those areas because I am going to paint the engine bay colour, and we're going to paint under here, down here on the K-frame black. But I just want it spotless. There's a couple of little spots I want to bog up and sand and get it as nice as possible. Like, it's not going to be a big dollar build, but it still needs to be extremely clean and someone will really enjoy the car, and that's what it's all about. But anyway, I'll get stuck in, let's see how I go, and we'll get some black on this today at least. Righto, giving her a bit of a tidy up in there, coat of gloss black. Still got to do a bit of cleaning from underneath, but for now we can, tonight I'm going to, the motor that we painted up the other day, got our engine mounts and everything all painted up, starter motor sitting there. I'm waiting on seals for front and rear seal for the gearbox, so I'm going to fit up the motor tonight though, that way I can take all the inlet manifold and exhaust manifold off, order my extractors. By the time they turn up, we'll have the seals for the gearbox and we can drop her in, and yeah, I'll paint the engine bay around it, but it's come up extremely clean, and just a sand and a bit of high fill here and there. She's going to be a beautiful thing, so I've just got to go and pick a colour soon, but yeah, we'll see how we go with that. A dark blue, I'm thinking. End of a long day, but we're going to get this motor into this Valiant. I hooked up my mad little winch setup on the ground there onto my cars now, so as I bring them in, don't have to push them anymore, which is awesome, especially when you're here by yourself dragging them in. So you can steer and push my little remote and launch. Makes life so much easier. Just the same sort of winches I run on my trucks. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave that sitting somewhere there for now. Get the engine mounts and everything else that we painted up the other day, get them bolted on and drop her in. Another thing off the floor, and I'm gonna have a bit of a tidy up, I think. Rightio, I'll keep you informed. Yeah, so that's where I got to with the old girl, and basically she has sat here since, and I haven't had a chance to get back to it. So we do have, I have done a little bit more to it. So the box is in. I had to find a tail shaft for it, so that's in. Yeah, I've accumulated bits and pieces. I've got a brand new set of extractors there for it, which will go on soon. And yeah, so anyway, in the next couple of weeks, you'll see a bit more on the Valiant. I hope you guys like a bit of Valiant content. I'm not a big Valiant person, but I do like this one, and I will be doing more on the VG Mexicana very, very soon. Okay, the LS is in this. Okay, the video that I shot for this is atrocious, so I'm going to try and edit something together to get you up to speed where we're at, and we're going to get started on this thing, get the 4Link in it and stuff like that. So alright guys, just a bit more video for you and something else of interest. Righto, so you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and check out Instagram, because there's a lot of stuff you don't see on YouTube that comes through Instagram. Yeah, so just Kingatow Crew Instagram, and yeah, alright dudes, see you.